And we are back here at the PPA Veolia Milwaukee Open, presented by Miller Lite. We've got a great doubles match here for you. We've got Riley Newman and Hayden Patriquin against Jay Devilliers and Yates Johnson. Riley and Hayden coming off a hot World Championship title in Dallas. Jay Devilliers coming off of a hot injury timeout. This is Jay's first tournament back in quite some time. Like I said, he was battling what looks like a knee injury. I believe he underwent surgery. Wow.
I see the laptop, but nobody is manning it. Okay, thanks.
Great get right by Riley Newman there. The ball clips the tape, but he's able to stay with it. I'm really impressed by Jay's play, even though he's coming off of a few months off. He really looks like he hasn't skipped a beat, so I am very impressed. Exchanging side outs here. Just a reminder, in professional play, when the ball clips the tape and goes in, we replay it. That's going to be a tattoo for Hayden Patriquin. Jay playing really well right now. Looks like he's getting in that cross-court pattern with Riley, waiting for one that's high enough for him to flick down the line at Hayden, and then using that next ball to try and put it away. Really impressed. Wow. And again, Jay sets himself up for a put away there. Newman and Patriquin looking a little bit flustered, coming out a little bit slow here. But I would expect that to change pretty quickly. Smart by Riley there, I think, to go to Yates Johnson. Clearly, Jay Devilliers is playing really well, so picking a different target is probably a good idea. Great reach in there by Patriquin. Wow, and Hayden is just getting lit up down the line there by Jay. Usually, I think Hayden is the one that's lighting other people up, so interesting exchange to see here. Great recover by Patriquin there. Sneaks that one down the line past Jay. And they're on the board at 1-4.
Right out.
Wow, and a great matrix move there by Devilliers to avoid that one as that ball sails a little bit out. Ooh, Yates just misses that one. Probably not the smartest shot, but seems like everything's kind of going their way right now. If I'm Devilliers and Johnson, I really want to keep scoring some points here. Newman and Patriquin, I think, will start heating up pretty soon here, so I'd like to build out that lead as much as I can before that happens. And I think Newman and Patriquin were expecting a flick through the middle there, and Devilliers tries at the last second to change it up to the hard cross and ends up getting that one in the tape. And we're going to get a timeout here as Newman and Patriquin tie it up at 4s. And we are back for this men's doubles match. Yates, Johnson, and Jay Devilliers came out to a hot 4-0 lead and have now lost 5 consecutive points here as Newman and Patriquin go up 5-4. Wow, great hands battle there. I honestly thought that Riley Newman was going to lose that one, but he wins it. Good little cut spin there from Jay Devilliers, makes that one a little bit hard for Patriquin to drive, and he misses that one in the net. Yeah, I definitely think that's the exchange that Jay Devilliers is going to want to get himself into. That was what was working at the beginning of the match, him going cross-court to Riley and waiting for that ball that he could kind of be offensive with on the flick. And Yates Johnson drops to the ground there, misses what he thought was a semi-easy reset there. The signature Jay Devilliers behind the back doesn't work there, but a great get before that. Tough miss there by Newman. Wow, great ATP there by Jay. He really waited for that ball to get out wide before going for it. Hits it right at Patriquin's feet. It's a perfect shot. Wow, what a rip by Yates Johnson there. That was coming in hot at Patriquin's chest there. They tie it up at 7s. Oh, tough unforced error there from Patriquin. And the lead is back on the side of Devilliers and Johnson. Great flick by Devilliers. I think that ball from Newman was definitely going to fly out, but he goes right at the body of Johnson and catches him. Great spot there from Devilliers on the flick, mixing in his spot to go to the forehand side of Patriquin. And as Dave Fleming would say, we have Snowmans on the board. 8-8. Not a combination you see often, the ATP to the ATP recovery to the Ernie. That's a pretty good highlight, folks. Ooh, Riley goes for the poach there and just tips the ball. I like the aggressiveness, though. Oh. Great combination there by Devilliers. He just misses that last one. Wow. Insane angle there by Yates Johnson. He sees Hayden covering middle and just goes hard cross. An untouchable ball to tie it up at 9-9. Wow. Oh. Looked like Hayden called that ball out, and we're going to have a video challenge here to review that one. Devilliers and Johnson, I think, really have to close this one out here. You don't want to give the ball back to the side of Newman and Patriquin. 10-9-2. Oh. And honestly, a smart move there by Newman and Patriquin to switch sides, give Devilliers and Johnson a different look on game point, and it works out for him. Hayden is really great at being offensive and speeding that ball up, and he goes right at the chest of Yates Johnson, who's unable to come up with that counter. So Newman and Patriquin really got to get on the board here. I think that's a great move by Hayden to pull Jay out wide and then mix in that middle dink, even though Devilliers looks like he's moving pretty well, all things considered. I definitely don't think he's at his best. And now Newman and Patriquin have a game point here as they serve 11-10-1. And a missed third. They'll get one more chance here to close out this first game. Wow. What a great recovery there by Devilliers. He set it up and then went for a wonky backhand rather than a forehand, but still able to close it out. Oh, and I think that's going to be a hindrance for Riley Newman there. So he thinks that he gets Yates by the speed up to his body, but Yates is actually able to get that ball back into play. And he unfortunately had kind of given the celebration of the let's go, which is a hindrance and is going to be given to the side of Devilliers and Yates Johnson. So that's a really unfortunately timed let's go. Wow. Jay Devilliers playing really well right now. Looks like Riley's a little bit tight, hitting those dinks a little bit high, which is allowing Devilliers and Johnson to really be offensive. So we are at 12-11-2 here. Another game point for Devilliers and Johnson here. Wow, and Hayden sticks his paddle in there for the flick through the middle, but Jay Devilliers all over it. They're able to close out this first game 13-11.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Here for this men's doubles match. Yates Johnson and Jay Devilliers snagging the first game 13-11. And Jay Devilliers starts the second game just like he played the first game. I'm really impressed by Jay Devilliers coming off of his break from injury. He's really coming out playing very well. You can tell that Patriquin and Newman are a little bit flustered. I don't think they were maybe expecting this level of aggression from Johnson and Devilliers. I think they're having a little bit of trouble figuring out what the correct strategy is at this point in the match. Great ball there by Hayden, earns them the side out at 0-2. That pattern was definitely working in the first game. We saw a lot of Devilliers going to Newman on that backhand dink, waiting for the one that was a little bit high and flicking down the line or middle to Hayden's side. But Hayden reads that one well and is on it. 0-2. Great ATP there by Hayden. Great defense by Jay, but Hayden stays on top of it and is able to put it away. We are at 1-2. Good third top drive there by Riley. Stays really low. Makes for a really tough volley by Devilliers. And we tie it at 2-2. I think we got a little bit of a stare down there from both Hayden and Riley there, as Jay tries to sneak one right at the body of Patriquin. Jay Devilliers says sorry to Hayden, but he says it with a giant smile on his face, which is making me think he's really not that sorry. We're at 3-2-2. I think we have a little friendly fire going on here, as I know that Jay Devilliers and Hayden Patriquin are very friendly off the court. But we're just getting a little bit of competitive fire here, a little trash talk, which I think everybody here enjoys. Oof. Tough miss there by Yates. A really great point. We had defense to offense. Great playing by all four players. And this place is packed, folks. It is standing room only. Rows and rows of people watching this match. And Newman and Patriquin are to side out at 3-2-1. Yates Johnson sends a rocket right into Hayden. Hayden hits it into the stands, and Jay Devilliers hits him with the just out. So. And another no out of Jay Devilliers, who comes out on top of another hands battle there and earns the side out, holding them to 3 points. Down 2-3. If I were Jay, I'm not sure I would be talking smack to Hayden, who I think kind of fuels himself on that. So I would expect him to start hitting some pretty good shots here soon. Wow, I feel like that's one of the first speed ups that I've seen out of Jay. He's been super disciplined this whole match, really just kind of setting himself by dinking aggressively and really choosing his spots. But that speed up was placed really well right into Riley's right shoulder. And we're tied up at 3-3. And Riley gets him right back into that same spot to go up by 1, 4-3.
So it's back.
Oh, and Riley was all over the court in that point, hitting spin moves as he was retrieving those overheads. But too good from Jay to close out that point. Oh. 'Cause, 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 Jay's definitely going to want that one back. Definitely set high.
It's still 5-3. 5-3.
Great setup there, and we are going to get a timeout as Newman and Patriquin get up 6-3 in the second game. On a little 3-point run here in the second game. Devilliers and Johnson really looking for a side out here. Good spot there by Devilliers. Newman clearly a bit frustrated. Those thirds have been a little bit high, letting Devilliers kind of go anywhere with that backhand flick. Wow, and nobody home there from Newman and Patriquin as Yates Johnson puts that one through the center, and we are at 4-6. Oh, and Jay Devilliers just missed that one wide. 4-6-2 here. Oh, great defense there by Yates Johnson on the lobs. Doesn't want to give Riley another overhead. I would have just kept going. Oof. And a little bit of a tough unforced error there from Yates Johnson as he squats down low to get that dink out of the air, but doesn't come up with it. Oh, wow, great exchange there. Yates Johnson's backing a little bit off the line there, makes that one kind of tough as the ball's able to get a little bit lower for him. Tough unforced error there from Hayden Patriquin gets us to 5-8-1. Jay Devilliers tries to mix up his spot there with the backhand dink and take it down the line. Misses it in the net. They grab one on that side out, and we are at 8-5. Wow, great hands there by Yates Johnson. I thought that Riley Newman definitely had the better of that exchange. And another ATP by Jay. He's definitely proving that he's got that shot in his bag of tricks. And they hold them to 8 points on the side out. Newman and Patriquin 3 points away from taking this to a third game, which they would need here. Oh, good idea by Jay there. I don't think anyone was expecting that lob, but he just misses it by about an inch. correctly called by Newman and Patriquin, and we're at 6-8-2. Oof, and I think Riley was going to let that one go, but his paddle was already there. Great spot by Yates Johnson. The crowd loves a net cord. Oh, great point, and we're at side out, 8-7. They bring it within one here. Patriquin and Newman really got to get some points on the board here to, I think, apply some scoreboard pressure to the other side. Great point. I couldn't believe that Jay made that ATP, whether it was going in or not, I'm not sure. Small interaction here with the ref. I'm not sure what that's about, but we are at 9-7-1. A new ball. I think it was a bit wobbly. Riley just misses that one. 9-7-2. 2 points away here from a third game. Oh, tough unforced error there from Jay. Brings us to a game point, and we are back as Newman and Patriquin have a game point here to force game 3. Oh, and Riley misses that one just a little bit wide. Jay Devilliers and Yates Johnson really got to do something here at 7-10. Hopefully they can tie it up at 10-10 so they're not facing down a game point. And that's the first ATP that Jay Devilliers has missed. He just wasn't there physically. Great ball by Riley to really pull him wide. 7-10-2. Oof, and just not the time to miss a third shot there. You really needed that one to get some points. And we have another game point here for Newman and Patriquin. Woof, and a tough couple shots there from Riley. He used his willpower to get that third over the net, but then leaves the next one pretty high. Oh, and a net clipper hits the line. And we are going to game 3 as we have game 3 coming at you here in a great men's doubles match. Devilliers and Johnson took the first game 13-11, but Newman and Patriquin fought back to take the second game 11-7. night from Jay Devilliers. What a great point. So smart by Yates Johnson to hit that lob. Nobody was expecting that. Helps them get the overhead. Up 1-0. Oh, good spot there by Riley Newman. If you're just tuning in, this has been such a good match, truly, by all four players. We've definitely seen Riley Newman hitting probably 85% of the balls on the other side. Same with Jay Devilliers. Oh, Hayden times that really well as Jay was looking for the Ernie. And we are at 1-1. Oof, Riley Newman thought he had enough of an angle there for the ATP, but unfortunately can't come up with it there. Tied at once. Oh, barely missed by Jay there. Hits the net post on that ATP. And a missed third as that one goes long, and we are still stuck at ones here. Oh, and what a read by Riley Newman as he jumps for the Ernie and bags Yates Johnson. Great move by Hayden there, running all the way across the court for that backhand flick. We're at 3-1. Oof. Unfortunately, on this court, that happens kind of frequently. We've got audience members on the ground trying to grab it, and we successfully get it. Newman and Patriquin still up by 2 here, hoping to expand their lead. And Riley Newman unable to will that ball over with his kind of signature flare there. And we get the side out at 1-3. Yeah, I don't love that return by Riley. He went with the slice return to Yates Johnson's forehand. And if you guys are not familiar, having the slice makes it easier for your opponent to hit topspin, and clearly Yates Johnson has a really great drive, so not the best idea from Riley. Oh, a couple great snags there by Jay, but he misses that last one. Clearly frustrated with himself there. We're at 2-3-2. Oh. Another unforced error by Riley, and we tie it up at 3-3. Unlucky there for Jay Devilliers as his volley clips the tape and goes a little bit long. A much needed side out for Newman and Patriquin. Ooh, and we have definitely got some chirping happening from Hayden Patriquin. He just bagged Jay, and I saw some profane words mouthed by him. I'm all for the chirping, though. I think these men got to hype themselves up here, and it's 4-3. They grab another one, 5-3. And we are going to switch sides at 6-3 here, halfway through the third game. Newman and Patriquin up 6-3 in this third game. Oh, and an incorrect call there by the ref, who thought there was a foot fault, but the ball bounced. So we are going to be replaying that one at 6-3. Tough miss there from Jay. We are at 7-3.
Sometime, like probably in half an hour.
Even though I didn't feel like that first third was Hayden's ball, I like him coming in. He's really taking control here and pressing the pace of this third game, which I think is really switching the strategy to be in favor of Newman and Patriquin. Yeah, and we're going to get a timeout here as Devilliers and Johnson face a 6-point deficit here in the third game. We are back as Newman and Patriquin are 2 points away from taking this match. Make that one. They've definitely turned up the heat here. They're playing fast, and it's working for them. 10-3. And that's going to do it. Newman and Patriquin close out that third game, 11-3. What a great match by all four players here.